How I got it, I won't mention, but I said, hey, I wasn't going to play it. Tonight comes up. I'm like, this is a hip hop night. We're not talking about Blueface squabbling with NLE Chopper. This is like a hip hop night. I'm like, I'm going to play this snippet and really like kind of like start some conversation. Of course, I'm not asking Drake. But here's the thing, though. They're going to say Drake sent it to me and Drake told me to play it. I'm telling you, like, I got this, I've seen the correspondence between, him and us. Him and us.
The effects of Drake and Axe symbiotic relationship strikes again. And this time, I think Drake is getting the short end of the stick. They go back and forth. Sometimes Axe gets the short end of the stick. Sometimes Drake gets the short end of the stick. But it's a symbiotic relationship that oftentimes will benefit both of them separately, not at the same time usually separately. And in this case, what Ack was talking about there, most of you already know because you've been asking me, Ack had Drake snippets, right, of Drake's upcoming project, I'm presuming. And, he was playing it, while he was getting ready to get into J. Cole's new project that had dropped 2/6, but it's around midnight. So the conversation is, hey, you're stepping on J. Cole's stuff. And then the key part is the content, right? The lyrics are the content of what Drake was talking about. He's saying stuff like double agent. He's saying stuff like gave the label my soul. And if you remember on J. Cole's recent mixtape on Birthday Blizzard on Golden Goose, he does, mention about dumb ninjas selling their soul to Lucian. So it creates this sort of chaotic environment. Me personally, I just want to say the first point I'm going to get across, I would like Act to not hide behind, I'm doing it for hip hop. No. This is self-aggrandizing. Okay. This is only going to benefit Act and Act's platform, to drum up this controversy. And it's actually going to come at the expense of Drake, right? If Drake himself had put out a project or a song or a snippet and was standing on it and was like, hey, I'm dropping. We all in competition, right? I think some people would be like, oh, boy, you can't let people have their moment. But we would acknowledge it's hip hop. People drop every Friday. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's music, right? But in this case, it seems nefarious. It seems sly. But before this clip that I just showed you, a lot of people thought Drake had sent Act to do his dirty work. Come to find out, Drake didn't. This is what Act is saying. So I have to take his word for it. And now in some people's mind who haven't heard the updated clip, you got Drake looking crazy. And in your mind, for someone like me, you think you're kind of doing this big grand hip hop moment. But I genuinely was like, nah, I didn't even have that much time because I had played and reviewed. I had did my first listen of Cole's first project on 2/7 in the afternoon because I was like, yo, it's a double album. I want to clear mine. I didn't even cover what Act said, not because I don't care about Drake, but I just felt like it's not fair to both of them, right? Let's focus on who actually put a project out. So I think Act could be really shocked about the fact that, yeah, some people, if you're a Drake fan, you're like, oh, okay, that's a nice little snippet, but you want either your favorite album or a favorite song, right? If not, you're just going to be like, all right, nice snippet, all right, cool, and then go listen to the project, right? Now, next few things, I don't even know how to do this because I don't have the dates of who recorded what. Another reason I think Act is doing everybody a disservice here is, dog, it's totally plausible. It's totally plausible, right? The subject matters ain't that complex. It ain't that diverse. It's totally plausible that Drake could have had this label scheme, selling soul scheme in the tuck. And Cole just happened to also be rapping about the same thing generally. But now when you put this out, you're clogging up the landscape, right? You're now making it, people have to be like, Now I got to start imagining crazy shit like, did J. Cole hear that same snippet as well and then go back to diss Drake? And why would they be dissing each other? What problems would they have? Because if anything, the only person I think does have a legit qualm with Cole on some like, I don't dislike you, I don't hate you, but like, I don't like that move. Kind of left me out to dry apologizing. I know you did what's best for yourself, but we was banging, and then now this guy for Dot, you know what I'm saying, you left me out the drive. What was y'all banging like? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all was cool before, but we was on first person. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I don't see why they would dislike each other so much that they would be taking shots on records. Or I could not have to imagine some other weird scenario in which Cole recorded what he recorded, but then Drake decided to go off the back end like, well, people say he's dissing me, so I'm gonna just play into it just to show people's character. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, this is just like far-fetched reaches, but it just muddies up the environment to me. It's like you didn't really, and hell, it might have been Drake's intention to, like, he heard the Golden Goose shit and probably was like, yeah, I'm not putting that song out because now people gonna think it's about us. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna use this song. Right? You never know. So you gotta let your favorite artist do their thing. I've never been a fan of people, leaking other people's music. That's why I don't. I mean, I don't really cover leaks a lot anymore, just simply because these labels keep like copywriting, striking stuff. Like I almost got my account taken one time, like last year. So I just stopped. I was like, yo, bro, maybe I'll talk about the leak verbally, but I'm not sharing the music. I'm not sharing the music. Right? And then also, lastly, talk about Axe shooting Drake in the foot. It's like, bro, why is Drake's music so accessible? I gotta ask Drake that. What, yo, bro, you're one of the biggest artists in the world, bro. Start moving like North Korea on these niggas. Why do people have access to your unreleased music? I hate that so much. Leave that to like little Playboy Cardi and them. You should be moving like Dot and Cole with the shit. I don't want people to have access to your music until you're ready to give us the music. Okay? So yeah, there's that. Just it's whatever. This the only person that won out of this was Ak. I'm gonna be keeping it being with you. Ak won. Ak got the noise he needed, but I don't think it's gonna do what he thinks it's gonna do.